Welcome, members of the Minnesota Electrical Association. My name is Kirsten Christopherson. I'm one of your lobbyists from Libby Law Office in St. Paul. On April 28th, you'll be visiting the Minnesota State Capitol as part of your Day on the Hill and your spring conference. You'll be coming up and meeting with several of your legislators throughout the day. At a certain point, you'll be meeting with some of the members of the House and Senate Jobs Committee to get a legislative update and to be able to ask questions. Today, I'd like to talk about some tips on best practices for meeting with legislators and why that's important.
Each of you has a state representative and a state senator for the area you live in. If you don't know who represents you, contact MEA and they will send you a link that is very easy to use. As someone who lives in a Senate or House district, you are considered a constituent. The input of a constituent is valued very highly by representatives and senators. They want to know what people who live in their districts think and how various laws affect their lives and businesses. There are a few ways you can contact your legislators. You can write them a letter, you can email them, or you can call their office and make an appointment to meet with them in person, either in the districts or in their offices at the State Capitol complex.
All of these things are important to do at some point in time. On April 28th, you'll be making your in-person appointments and you have between 2 and 3 p.m. to make those appointments with your legislators. What I'd like to focus on today is the in-person appointment. I'll be giving you some tips on how to make those most effective right now.
When you call to make an appointment with the legislator's staff person, ask for 10 to 15 minutes to discuss your issue. Specifically mention what you'd like to discuss. Accept an appointment with the appropriate staff member if the legislator is unavailable for some reason. Always arrive early. Legislators' schedules vary greatly. They appreciate people who are ready and able to meet when they are. Oftentimes, their schedules are booked and they are unable to accommodate late arrivals. Know that if you don't have an appointment, you may not be able to speak with anyone, or you may only have a few minutes. Make the most of your time with your legislator. Practice what you want to say. Try to allow time for questions. If you don't know the answer to a question your legislator asks you, it's okay to say so. Tell him or her you will follow up with that information and make a point to do so. This is very important. If you have one, leave an MEA-approved one-page sheet with the most important information about your issue. Do not provide the legislator or a staff person with more than a one-page fact sheet. If you feel comfortable doing so, ask the legislator to support or oppose the issue you have presented or discussed. This will give you a better idea of his or her level of support. If you feel comfortable, you could share a personal story with your legislator. Try to find common interests or hobbies. Perhaps you know people in the same city or town. You could certainly share stories about your business. You're welcome to take your camera and take photos with your legislators if you like.
Remember to thank the legislators and staff members as soon as your meetings conclude. Follow up with a handwritten thank you note. Be sure to include any information regarding questions that those legislators may have asked that you didn't know the answers to, and any actions that you may have asked them to take. Those handwritten thank you notes are so important. They not only make you look good, but they make MEA look good. I hope your meetings are fruitful. If you have any questions, be sure and contact me. My information will follow as soon as this presentation concludes. Thanks, and I'll see you on April 28th.